Hi, everyone. Anthony Gerbi from the Stein Financial Group here to talk about one of our most commonly asked questions, qualified charitable distributions. What are they? What are the rules surrounding them? And how can you best take advantage of them? Well, let's go quickly here. Qualified charitable distributions are direct charitable distributions sent from your IRA to a charity. They're eligible, or you are eligible, if you are over 70 and a half years old, and you can do up to $100,000 per year. That's the bare bones of it. Okay, the question, why would I want to do it? Well, if you are over 72 and are therefore subject to required minimum distributions, this is a way to satisfy that RMD rule, required minimum distribution, while also not paying taxes on the money that comes out. Let me paint the picture. You may be someone who is 72 or older who says, I have to take this money out of my IRA every year, but I don't need it. What do I do with it? Can I avoid paying taxes? Is there any way to do that? Yes, this is the way. Now, it has to go directly to the charity. This is not going into your checkbook and then you're cutting a check. It is going directly to the organization, which, by the way, must be a 501c3. You can Google that to find out which organizations are and aren't. But it cannot go into a trust. It cannot go into a donor advised fund. This must be done directly to the charity. And what happens is that distribution is recorded as satisfying your required distribution, but you do not pay taxes on it. It's not a write-off. It just is not registered as income to you in any way. So it's a powerful tool. And one of the ways to utilize it, or one of the best ways to utilize it, is if you are 70 or older, 70 and a half or older, and you give to charity at all right now, this is probably going to be the most tax efficient way for you to do it, taking it out of the IRA. Now, I've mentioned IRA a few times because this is another tricky rule, that your 403Bs, 401Ks, 457s, anything other than an IRA is not eligible for this rule. You can't do it. You have to have the money in an IRA. And therefore, this is actually one of the more common reasons why we might see someone look to transition, or we would call it a rollover, their 457, 403B, 401K into an IRA, because that is a move that's available to you or may be available to you. And it could allow you to take advantage of this rule. So why would you do it? Well, it satisfies your RMD and you get the money off your taxes. You do not pay on that income. So it's an especially powerful tool for someone who says, I don't need my RMD, and maybe I'm already charitably inclined. Of course, the main reason for giving to charity is to give to charity, but we want you to get the biggest tax benefit possible, and that's what qualified charitable distributions will allow you to do. So please get in touch with us. Google us, steinfinancialgroup.com. You'll have all our contact info, and we can see how this may affect you and your specific situation.